a big pile still to be chipped. The mulberry, wood chips, dirt, another view of the pile of wood chips. Well, I've got to mulch the rose hips still over there. Raspberries are loving the mulch. They've had it for an hour. We'll see these little fellas come back. The grapes we saved. Have to put the horsemen over down around them. Just back the trailer in a little differently. The old plums. Slowly hacking her back down. There's our 6 Yukon Gold potatoes. Well, it was 3 actually. I cut them in half. There's actually 6 plants there. Planted them too close. Just gave them a little side dressing of chips there. Spinach, kohlrabi. They're loving the mulch. Some lettuce. More kohlrabi. This is our future prospect main branch. That guy there, maybe. That guy there, we train him over. Slowly hack this old girl down. Little grape here by the walnut, just shoved her up. This is that post we left, one of the 2. Don't really want to have grapes growing here, but whatever. I guess it's not going to really shade much. It's a walnut tree anyway. Here's another one. He's out of line. He should be over here, but over here somewhere, but he's ended up there. That's where he popped up. This old cherry tree, it's got some cherries on it. Nice, sweet, actually. They call them sour, but pretty sweet. I don't know what we can do with her. I don't see any future prospects. Maybe those guys there. That guy comes down nicely. Whatever, we'll hack her down. There's a bit of hacking to do for sure. Another nice pile. Future chips. Oh, the rose hips. This is sort of what you're dealing with here. This area here had more trees, so there's more chips on the ground from our chop and drop program. This has gone over with the whacker, almost using it like a light tillage. In some cases you can go right down, chop stuff off right at the roots. This is a bit of old hay from the rabbit guy's crazy. There's this crazy hay drying thing that he built for the last 44 years. And he had leftover hay that he didn't feed. It was almost totally non-palatable to the poor rabbits. They were there, a big ugly pile there, so he asked me to take it away, which I did. Put some underneath the walnut there, just in the front. Some here, but underneath here, he's started to donate some nice rabbit poo. Every once in a while he brings a bag. So this is probably one of the most fertilized rose hips in Hungary, possibly the world. There's about 5 bags of, I would say, 120 liters of rabbit poo feeding these rose hips. That's the main bunch, but we got them scattered all over. So everywhere is different, a little bit different here. More of this stuff that makes you think it's a raspberry, but I don't know if it's a blackberry or not. I'm still not convinced it's not a blackberry or something. But anyway. And then you start getting into the acacia. Here's the old, well, that's a pile of plum branches mostly. Here's the old pile of Christmas trees. That's now what, six months old. Should have been chipped in January or February. And we're selectively chopping off the odd little bit here and there, so putting a little green into it. If woodchucker doesn't come, what little bit of leaves I do add to it are gonna fall. But it'll be nicely fertilized underneath that row beside the trees. Unfortunately, that's probably where you want to walk and start your rows and stuff. This area had almost no trees in it, and as you would expect, you can see what little bit of mulch there is down here. It's just grass mostly. So we're starting to get that, more of that bushy thing, which is good because it will provide more mulch. This is an area, just to show you, around the trees, like I did at the front, but I didn't use cardboard. Probably even put more manure down, and even here, definitely 2 times as high of manure, but no cardboard. You can totally see what the cardboard has done. You can see that that's a manure pile. It was about, I don't know, 2 foot high. Brought it down to about a foot. But nothing, absolutely nothing to stop the weeds from coming. This is a little pile I dug away to throw a little beside the strawberries. But it was too weedy already. First thing in the spring, almost first thing, well, as soon as I got here, which was 1st of May, it was already too weedy to actually use. So I got to just figure out some way to just kick this around, let it rot down, whatever we'll do with it. Be nice to just too much work with a fork. I'll just leave it if nothing else. It'll rot down. This was a woody little mini fool culture thing. Put a lot of wood brush down, and then I put manure on top. Way better than the probably pile it up higher because it was brushy. But I put chips, like a big, like not chips, not through a chipper, but stuff off the driveway and whatever. That held the weeds at bay a little bit, but no cardboard. You can see the effects of no cardboard. This is a beautiful little cherry tree back here. I didn't know. It's right on the property line. I think I'll just start mulching around it for now. Nobody else is looking after it. We do have a sort of an agreement with the church. I kind of did a boneheaded thing. I ate all the cherries off this thing yesterday, except for that one, which I let the birds have. There was about 15 cherries on this little tree. I thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice if this would go out like that, and that would go out like that, and I was pushing on it. Look what I did, like a bonehead. I'll have to wrap it up. I split it. This is the old man's rabbit hay field. Poor old guy. We're not growing some kale. And this, we don't know what this is here. Well, we know what it is, but we don't know where we stop and they start. There's a big mound of stuff. People have been throwing crap here for years, centuries, decades anyway. Probably some of the best dirt in Hungary right here, where they've been throwing all their weeds and crap. You see he used to throw all his crap on our property or on the property line, and you know how it works. Dumps over a little bit on the other guys. Oh well, too bad. So now he's piling it up there. Unfortunately, we scared him off. He had a bunch of sunflower canes and stuff piled up, and when we showed up, we took them all away. I would have been fine. But so here they are. That was 2 years ago, 2 falls ago at least. Here's some volunteer sunflowers, I believe, from his. This is where you can see totally different, almost no grass here. There's a nice big pile of sunflower canes here, enough to stop the weeds, and then when he took them away, this bush comes back. Let's see right there, 2 feet away where the sugar canes, or the sunflower canes ended, mulch ended. You got just thick, horrible, nasty grass. Not that we don't like grass, but some nice wild lettuce there. That makes a good mulch. Awesome mulch. So yeah, we don't know exactly where the property line is. It's somewhere here. See, oh there, see, he moved them over here. So I would suspect that he knows where the property line is. So since there's this pile of crap right here and that pile of crap right there, and they're in a perfect line, he knows the gig is up. I would say that this potentially could be the property line, the back property line. So that would mean that this plum, which you can't see anything but the staff, the trunk of, way out of control, 25 or 30 years, never been pruned. Looking good, but so that could be more towards the property line. The old dude, here's his field. I don't know what's up with the old dude this year. He hasn't rototilled. Well, basically the entire property of his mother's, his wife's mother's property. He's got some, pretty much his whole entire own production, land in production, where those grapes are. Beautiful grape yard, and then he's got some potatoes, and then he's got corn and more stuff, some squash. He likes squash, but he's got nothing going on in his own property. So the old dude has just been, the old plowman has just been sliding slowly, 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 every year a little bit more into our property. So this bum tree might be close to the edge. It just kind of goes off in a triangle, sort of, you know, it's straight, fairly straight, and then it gets about 3/4 of the way back and it just kind of goes zoom. Just natural thing for a plowman to do. You see empty land, just plow her on, plow her in, get her in there, put her under captivity. So yeah, that's the back property is there. There's one other property that's fully deep, beside the old man. And then they're short and they come from the other, come this way. Nice little, here and there, there's the odd fruit tree. So we'll brush this out, at least a path. You get a truck, should start stockpiling chips, grass, leaves, anything we can get our hands on it back there. Why not? This is that's a weed tree. That's not a walnut. There was a walnut here somewhere, random. I want to mark him off and save him. That guy right there, I guess, is a walnut. He's perfectly in line with that other one, which has no anchor or point of being there other than it's there. But this one's perfectly in line with it, so we'll save him. I think what we'd like to do, I was thinking about this for months. This is kind of slopey here. They plowed a bed at the. This is kind of the property line. There's a ditch. What do you call it? Whatever. But I was thinking, just kind of hit me the other day. Figured, you know, bring the road, which would just be sawdust, 10 inches, 12 inches of sawdust, right down the center of the property, which would put us right along those, right basically where that big windrow of Christmas trees and hardwood fruit tree has to be chipped. But then I thought, no, wait. Maybe we'll swing back around and come there. Then you'd have two halves, eh? That wouldn't be so bad. But what I was thinking was, started on the other end. Was always the problem. See here, we can't garden underneath this walnut. We'll have just rose hips, I guess. So I thought the road would come straight down there. There's the neighbor's gate. You can't see my gate because it's open. So basically straight makes sense. Come straight down here and go straight down there. But now that's a walnut too. But that could be garden. Can't garden here. This, you know, leave a little bit here. This could all be garden, but that's a road, so that's no good. So up against this fence here, we need to put 2 meters of sawdust or something down, or a meter. I was thinking a meter, 2 meters. They're going to work on this building. It's not imperative that they get a new roof on this year, but they're going to do it. So better sooner than later. Hopefully we can convince them to build a nice fence here. The brick is nice. But we want to put down, you know, we don't want to be growing stuff right up against their building, right, basically. So they're going to work here. The troughs are going to, we've made the deal, sort of, in broken Hungarian and, well, my non-Hungarian and their non-English. We've made a deal to get their water. So we're going to put down, I thought, a meter here. I don't know if they're going to use scaffolding here or not. They're going to want to fix this crack. So, but anyway, so I thought, okay, no, so come out 2 meters. Right? If you ever plant fruit trees, shoot, why not? You're going to need 3 meters at least. Well, shoot, let's just come. This is this crap. The guy did a very poor job. It wasn't entirely his fault. But it's fine. Come out here 3-4 meters. This will be the road. Curve around here. Just curve around here, right? This is kind of go like this. And then go straight. And then again, all the way along there. just down to a meter, meter and a half, or whatever sawdust, so stuff doesn't grow. And then this could be all garden, and there could be a fairly big garden here where this pile is, right from the road, about here, all the way. The whole thing could be garden with a little footpath, of course, to get through, instead of having to be in mostly road and then just a little wee skinny little nothing, and then a big nothing over there. You know, hopefully, like I said, we can want them to build a nice fence there, so we don't want to do our dirt program there and then have them come in with a backhoe and dig it all up and throw a bunch of subsoil on top of our nice future soil. So we'll just go, not even going to worry about that really. I'll just keep the weeds down so they can work on it, and then we'll see. But let that be the road, right? And then if you wanted to plant fruit trees 3.5 meters in, that would be the place to do it. Straight row down, right down there, whatever, and then curve back. That's what I say, the road. Then it can curve back between that brush pile and the walnut and go back in the center. Or it doesn't have to do anything until we have actually got the manure and cardboard down. It can be just fairly free flowing at this point in time. But then, you know what, you may as well, except for that rose hips there, you're gonna have to move them, I guess, and that walnut. You go right down, if you go right down the edge of this, when we do get the back of 1,000 square meters there from the church, the road, the only thing I would need a road for would be to get into the church property and start covering it with manure and cardboard, mulch. So yeah, that's the old granddaddy walnut.